Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I'm glad you're able to join me for this video. In this video I'm going to address a couple of topics about my specific hobbies and hobby interest, and the question posed by Jason from Blue Ox Model Shop. It's a great question, and I've listened to his video, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for his response to not only his own question, but for posing the question to the modeling community. So the answer comes in a couple of stages for me. Let me get this out of the way here. Set this over here. At the end of this video, I'll do a little bit of a photo loop to show you some of the products that I used to create, and hopefully it's enjoyable to you, and hopefully follow along to the end. So the question is, and forgive me if I don't get it correct, but the nature of the question was on like a therapeutic level: what does model building do for us as builders? I didn't rewatch his video, so I probably don't have it full 100%. But for me, much like everybody else out there, I have a job that can deliver a lot of stress across the day, or in like high stress and very short amount of time, high loads. I began to address that with woodworking and lumber milling. The channel started off as Glastonbury Designs. When I lived in Glastonbury, I ran a chainsaw type sawmill, an Alaskan mill. There'll be a photo of that in the end. I began to not only create products out of my lumber, but sell the raw lumber to people. I usually kept it live edge. And then I began to produce cutting boards. That's what I kind of became locally known for. 6-8 years ago now. I started the shop in 2016. And it took me a while to get it up and running, and to get a product that I liked. But over time, I created a product that looked much like this. This was in a lineup what I call my sportsman boards. I don't have that shop anymore. Financially, I just wasn't able to maintain that cost and keep the property that it was on. One of the things that I've encountered over the course of time was I had to get rid of that piece of property. And then, of course, I had painting. That's also a thing. This is a local scene. This is a photo that was taken by my wife shortly after we had a pretty heavy snowfall. And I specifically remember the morning she took this photo. There was a lot of snow, and it was the mountains were capped. It was 24 below zero, and it was so cold. It was a day or two after the storm. And this is in Sunderland, Vermont, looking kind of southwest, I guess you would say. I think my direction is correct, over the valley. And I tried to depict like a little steam, because the river was steaming right in here. And what you can't see is down behind this foreground is the Battenkill River. A lot of people will recognize that. And this was taken, so Mount Equinox would be over here on this side, and a lot of people will recognize that too. It's a kind of a big tourist attraction around here. People come up and they take the ride up Mount Equinox, and they look across the valleys and can see, I think, 5 states. I believe they can see, obviously, Vermont, New York, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and I want to say a little tip of Connecticut. but I don't know for sure. Now you can see a lot of mountain ranges. The key says on top there that you can see as far as Burlington. So that's all oil colors. It took me probably 4 or 5 weeks of layering to do. So that was, between model building and that was kind of my original hobby, and I picked this up later on. And shortly into building these cutting boards, I began to really pay attention to my detail. Like all of my growth lines are all the same direction, depending on which line, which row of wood that you're in. Even right in here, they all go the same direction. Kind of getting away from the question. Therapeutically, what does it bring? It's a way for me to escape and just focus on, specifically now because my house isn't big enough to accommodate either woodworking or painting, I focus on the model. Either I'm cleaning up the body or I'm cleaning up flash off from engine parts or frame parts, or scuffing the tires to make them look like they've rolled down the road. But I have to think how I want that end product to look. How do I want the art piece to look when it's done? Do I want to paint it like this? And for that time frame, whether it be 45 minutes or an hour, or everybody goes to bed and I stay awake for 2-3 hours and just unwind and unload, I have to dive in and think to myself, what do I want the viewer to see? What message am I delivering? Is this truck used? Is it brand new on a lot? Am I building that 70 and a half Camaro to look like it's just rolled out the assembly line? Or is it used? Is it rusted out? So for me, it's the escape. It's where I don't think about anything else except for me and my art piece. And I appreciate the answer that Jason gave on his channel. It feels like there's some similarities in why we build, and probably across the board why all builders do this. It's a way to come out of here and take a break for a minute. I mean, that's really what I just said. I'm saying it over again. To put those worries or fears or whatever it might be on the back burner for a little bit of time in your day. And it's enjoyable at the end of a project, depending on how much time I put into it. Sometimes I rush through them, I get a little impatient. But for the most part, I really try to slow down and take my time. Like currently, where I don't know where the videos are at. I've got a string of videos coming out. Excuse me. But I think we're coming into the Ford Mustang project, if I remember correctly. I think today the unboxing for the Jeep poncho truck is coming out, and I'll probably try to get this video out within the next few days, because I want the relevance of the answer to be proximity to the question. That video came out about a week ago from him, so I appreciate the video. I appreciate everybody that follows along. We picked up a lot of subscribers. That's another reason why I do this. Part of my, I guess for me, like for the art portion of it, the expression, is making the videos. I enjoy the videos. And I enjoy the feedback that I get from you guys, the engagement. I would encourage you, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. give the video a thumbs up, and toss me a comment. Let me know what you think of this video. That's probably, in terms of my answer, like from my heart. I've thought about this video now for about 5 to 7 days, how I want to deliver it, and it probably could have been better, but I'm speaking right to you, and that's how I feel about all of my hobbies. And at some point down the road, I'll buy another piece of property, and I'll get the wood shop back up and running, I'll get the lumber milling back up and going, and I'll split my time specifically between these two hobbies. I love the painting, but it's hard to do. Maybe might be when I'm retired, get back into that down the road then, because a painting can take, depending on how many times you layer the paint and layer up the detail. Why? This one took me a long time. This canvas was a gift. The blank canvas. My sister-in-law made these for me. It was a gift of 3. This was I believe the biggest canvas, and I should put a frame around it, but I haven't gotten that far yet. But thank you all for the support. Thank you for the subscriptions, the thumbs up, the comments. Take a look at some of the photos. I got some photos of the lumber milling side of it and the cutting boards. A couple projects that I've made. So thank you. Until we see each other again, everybody out there, be safe. Everybody be blessed.